What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and today I'm talking about Ripku, the dead Goku blue archetype. But before we begin this video, hit that like and subscribe button. We are on our way to 1000 subs when I'm gonna give away 2 booster boxes. And we have a 700 sub giveaway going on right now. Now, roll the video. What is Ripku all about? Well, here is a short breakdown. It's a blue deck that is manipulating the drop and warp areas. This is usually Black's thing, so this is cool. This is completely new to blue, and I think that this deck does this very well. It's also heavily focused on extra cards. You know, extra cards are playing a huge part of its core strategy. However, I'm not sure how viable this deck is. We will go into more details about its viability in the gameplay video coming out in a couple of hours, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not completely sold. Let's look at the cards, maybe I change my mind later. Here is our leader, Son Goku. Permanent. You can't include black battle cards in your deck. This makes perfect sense considering how much this deck is playing with the drop. If you could include like overwhelm cards, this would be just broken. Activate main. Once per turn, you discard 3 blue another rolled Budokai cards. These are battle cards. And you draw 3. So you're never really plussing. You're discarding 3 to draw 3. Note it says discard 3, not up to 3. So if you find yourself with like only 2 in hand, then you cannot use this ability. So try to make sure that you have 3 of them turn 1. Awaken. When your life is at 4 or less, standard, or there are 3 or more Angel Halo cards in your drop. We'll go over them after the leader. You may draw 1, switch 1 energy to active, and then take lives until you have 6 left. Overall, it's a good leader. It allows for extreme filtering with his activate main, but I'm not gonna spend too much time on this front side because you will be awakening very consistently, very quickly. On the awaken side, our leader is Son Goku, another rolled fighter. This one is like a word soup. Anyway, auto, you discard 1 from hand. When he attacks, you draw 1. So you're still not plussing. Activate main is you send 2 of your blue guys, another rolled Budokai cards, from your drop to your warp to grab an Angel Halo from your drop to your hand. This doesn't have once per turn. As long as you can keep channeling this, you can keep bringing Angel Halo backs. Activate battle. Once per turn. Use up to 2 blue another rolled Budokai cards with 5k combo power from your warp in a combo and give them minus 3k combo power and negate their skills. This is your main way of getting the cards that you send to warp back into your drop and then charge maybe 1 into the Z energy. Now let's look at what this Angel Halo actually is. We cannot judge the deck without knowing what it is. And what Angel Halo is actual garbage. Like, this is your key card. It costs 0. Activate battle, limit 1. Choose up to 1 of your leaders or battle cards and it gets 1k power for the battle. Additionally, if you have a mono blue Z battle card in play, then it gets another plus 4k. So if you have a Z battle card, a mono blue Z battle card, then this card gives something plus 5k. So yeah, this is bad. So only 1k power if you don't have a Z battle card out, and what really kills it is activate battle limit 1. But it makes perfect sense when you take into consideration what the deck does. It makes complete sense. You will rarely be actually using this card. This card is just here for some of your other effects. Before we continue with the rest of the deck, I just want to go over the Unison, because I've noticed a trend in this set. It's that you have 2 archetypes. Each archetype has its own Unison, but like one of these Unisons is always like complete trash. It's like Xeno Sin Shenron, the Crane School Urine or whatever she's called, and now Vegeta. Like, one is always awful, the other one is always good in both archetypes. So the awful one here is Vegeta, another rolled warrior, 6k 1 cost, Empower blue 3. Auto. If this card has 3 or more markers on it, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and return it to its owner's hand. So it needs to empower to return something. Okay. +1. Activate main, draw 1, then place 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. So once again, you're not really drawing. -4. Activate main, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less, ignoring barrier, and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. So it bottoms decks 2 cards, 1 ignoring barrier. Okay, so listen, -4 isn't necessarily bad. Everything else is bad. This is trash. This is just awful. There is a much better one. I will show it to you in the gameplay video, because it's a bit convoluted in how it works with the deck, but you will see. Don't play this card, this is garbage. Thank God that it's common. I have been negative long enough, let's go into the rest of the deck. The good news is that the rest of the deck is very cool. It's not necessarily the best, but it's very cool. I really like it. So, this is your key card. Nordkai here to cheer. First off, 1 cost barrier on a key card is amazing. I'm so happy that Bandai keeps doing this. It's like the King Piccolo from Green. 1 cost key card barrier. Yes, please do this more often. Activate main once per turn. Place up to 1 Angel Halo from your deck to your drop, then shuffle your deck. This is what you want to do. This is great. Activate main for 1 energy. Choose 1. Look through your life and place 1 Angel Halo from it to the drop. Then you place the card from the top of your deck into your life, if you did this, of course, so that you don't damage yourself. The good thing is when you use the first activate main, you go through your deck, you will know if you have any Angel Halos in the drop, and not in the drop, in the life, and then you can grab them with the other activate main. The second is place up to 1 Angel Halo from your deck into a drop, then shuffle your deck. This activate main doesn't have a limit, so you can do this multiple times per turn. I'm not sure that you want to do it, but you can. So, is this card good? This card is awesome. This is your key card, as I've said. It can get 2 of your Angel Halos to the drop per turn, which can allow you to awaken very fast. We also have a Z Battle card. We don't have a Z Leader, but we have a Z Battle card. And this one is pretty good actually. 1 cost, 3 Z Energy. SS Son Goku Awakened Onslaught. Auto, place 1 of your Z Energy into its owner's drop. At the end of your turn, remove this card from the game. Then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 5 or less and bottom deck it. Activate main once per turn. If your leader is mono blue and you discard 1 extra card from your hand, remember this is your Angel Halo, you will basically always have at least 1 in hand. Draw 1, then it gains critical, then it's 15k critical. So it bottom decks, and it's a 15k, if you do activate main, it's a 15k draw 1 critical that gets your Angel Halo into the drop. That's pretty good. It's not like extremely bonkers crazy. I mean, 3Z energy is still a lot for some other decks. This deck can handle 3Z energy, but for some other decks it's a bit much. But yeah, it's pretty good. Basically, it's a very good card. Now comes the big guy, your mini boss monster. SS Son Goku vs Paikuhan Dead Heat. Deflect, dual attack, 15k. Auto. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 of your mono blue battle cards with a 5k combo power in your drop area and use it in a combo with its skill negated. And choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and place it to the bottom of its owner's deck. What this means is because it has dual attack, twice you get to combo, make him 20k, you get to charge your Z energy because you're comboing, and you get to bottom deck 2 things. This is very good. This is stupid good. Auto. At the end of your turn, draw 1, then switch up to 1 of your mono blue energy to active mode. This is like even better. So at the end of your turn, after you've bottom decked 2 things After you charge 2 Z energy and hit twice for 20k, you draw 1 and ready 1 to have 1 open on defense. Activate main, limit 1 for 2 energy. If you have 3 or more energy and discard 2 mono blue extra cards from hand, play this card from your hand and it gains barrier. So, what's not to love? I mean, deflect, dual attack, barrier, draw 1, restand 1, bottom deck 2 things, hit twice for 20k, charge 2 Z energy. I mean, this is amazing. If this is that good, then like, what's the boss monster? Ask and you will receive, I guess. This is the boss monster. SS Son Goku, another rolled blitz. Deflect, triple strike, barrier, blocker. 6 cost, 30k. So, immediately, right off the gate, he has incredible protection, he's almost impossible to remove. Auto, when this card is played, draw 1, then choose up to X of your opponent's battle cards, where X is the number of extra cards in your drop, and place them to the bottom of their owner's deck in any order. So let's say you have 2 Angel Halos and let's say 1 Senzubin, you play him, you draw a card and then you bottom deck 3 cards. This is great. Like in this deck, this makes perfect sense. This is even good in some other decks. Auto limit 1, at the end of your turn, switch this card to active mode, because he's a blocker, then switch up to 1 of your mono blue energy to active mode. So after he does all of this, after he hits for 3 damage, he's 30k, he draws in bottoms deck, he's impossible to remove, then he restands and restands 1 energy. Okay, activate main for 4 if there are no battle cards in your drop, extremely easy to do with this deck. Play this card from your hand. So you cheat him out for 4. My conclusion is that this is one of the best blue boss monsters that I have ever seen. Blue is getting some crazy boss monsters. First we have like the Vegito from Trunks deck, and then we have this guy. Both of them have like all keywords ever. Impossible to remove, hit, block, do everything. So this is an amazing boss monster, and this will see play even outside of this deck. Finally, let's look at the support for the archetype. It comes in the form of 3 battle cards. Universe 9 Reject, Man-Child, Floodgate Guy. Let's start with Universe 9 Reject. Universe 9 Reject is too long to type, so I'm just gonna call him the Dog Guy. So the Dog Guy costs 2. Permanent. If there are 2 or more Angel Halos in your drop, reduce his energy cost by 1. So he's a 1 drop, sometimes. Auto. When this card is played, draw 1. Then place up to 1 blue another rolled Budokai card from your warp to your drop. Okay. Activate main limit 1. This is the big one. If your leader is a blue and another rolled Budokai card, you send this card to its owner's warp and discard 1 Angel Halo from your hand. Add up to 1 blue another rolled Budokai card with an energy cost between 3 and 7 from your warp to your hand. There is a combo that we're going to go over in the gameplay explanation, but this is a pretty strong play. So he is your weird tutor guy. So yeah, he's basically here to get some pieces back, some very specific 3 to 7 cost pieces, and that's basically it. But you need 3 Angel Halos to make him work. Like, you don't need 3 to make him just work, but you need 3 to make him cost 1. That's the issue with this guy. Next on our list is the Man-Child, or I'm going to call him the Warp guy. This one is quite good. Actually, he's very good. So, 3 cost, auto, discard 1 blue another rolled Budokai, you could have made it shorter, card from your hand. When this card is played, draw 1, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and return it to its opponent's hand. So he's sending things back to hand, which isn't best. It can be like pretty bad, but you just discard 1 and when you play him then he bounces something. So it's not worst. It's a good removal, but it requires of you to discard one of your guys. Activate main, limit 1 for 1 blue. Discard 1 Angel Halo from hand, play this guy from warp. This makes him extremely strong. Like, there are gameplay lines where you can cheat this guy out early for a very strong turn, and that's really what makes this card. I said, like, yeah, you need to discard 1, but that's good. First, discarding Angel Halo is good. Discarding one of your guys is good because then you can send him to warp to get Angel Halo back. So this one is actually very, very good. Finally, the Floodgate guy. So, free cost, 15k, counter attack, negate the attack and play him. Okay, permanent, once again, if you have 2 or more Angel Halos in your drop, reduce his cost by 2. So if you have 2 in the drop, he costs 1. Auto. If your leader is a blue another rolled Budokai card, and you discard 1 Angel Halo from hand, when he is played, your opponent can't attack with battle cards with energy cost of 5 or less for the turn, unless they place 1 card from their hand to the bottom of the deck each time. I'm going to go on record to say that this is the worst one. So now hear me out. You might think like, okay, Damien, you're insane. No way that this is the worst one. Like, it's a very strong Floodgate. The issue is you need 3 Angel Halo cards to make him work. You have 4 in your deck. You need to have, first you need to have 2 in the drop plus 1 in the hand to make his Floodgate effect work. And you will see that, considering how often you you send things from the drop to warp and backwards, it's not the easiest thing to have 2 in the drop and 1 in the hand at the same time, especially when cards like your warp guy want you to discard that one from the hand. You can end up in a situation where you might not actually even have 2 guys anymore to grab the Angel Halo back. So it looks deceptively powerful, but in practice I found that, like, he's not bad, but you will run into situations where getting that 3rd Angel Halo might be a bit difficult. So not bad, definitely not bad, very good Floodgate, but you might not be able to get it to work every time when you'll need it to work. Final thoughts. Has my opinion on the deck changed as I went through the cards? A bit. I believe that it is very fun. I believe that it's very consistent in what it's trying to do. It has a unique playstyle. It definitely has a very unique playstyle when it comes to blue. It has incredibly strong boss monsters. The 4-drop is crazy. The 6-drop is insane. It's gonna see play even outside of this archetype. It's just stupid good. It has really good payoffs. The con is that it has high requirements, like 2 Angel Halos in the drop plus 1 in hand to do something, or discard 2 from hand plus have 3 energy, or have no guys in the drop, just extra cards. The requirements are super high, but the payoffs are amazing. It doesn't really draw. That's its biggest drawback. Because, I mean, you draw, but you never plus. You just cycle. You discard 1, draw 1. That's it. You're never really plussing your hand size. And Angel Halo is very weak. That's my last con. It shouldn't be strong. It shouldn't be strong because you recycle it like crazy. But I think that it's a bit weak. So that's a bit. It's very, very weak. Could have been just a little bit more powerful. Overall, I think that it's a fun deck. It's not gonna shake the meta or anything, but I think that it's a fun deck, and if you can assemble it for cheap, definitely give it a go. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, are you going to play Ripku? Ripku, let's make it that. He's dead, RIP Ripku deck. Are you going to play it? Let me know in the comments below. I'm not sold on it. If I get the cards for it, I'm going to try it out, but I'm not completely sold on it. But I would love to hear your opinion. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We are on our way to 1,000 likes. We have likes. Jesus, that would be the day, man. We're on the way to 700 subs. No, we have a 700 sub giveaway. It's super late, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm going to see you in a couple of hours in the gameplay breakdown. So keep a lookout for that. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you very soon.